What's up, guys? Welcome to Frank's Media and Reviews, and in today's video we're going to be doing a 4K review to what I believe is a modern horror classic, and that is James Wan's 2013 The Conjuring. And as you can see, this is the UK Collector's Edition, and I can't wait to talk to you guys about the film. Why do I love it so damn much? And just to go over the physical release and give my opinion about the 4K and the Blu-ray as well. So this video wouldn't be possible without Michael and Deb over at the Movie Room. Thank you guys for sending me a review copy. I originally bought this over at the Movie Room, and then Michael offered for me to get a review copy. And so thank you, Michael and Deb, for your generosity and sending me the review copy. So thank you again, guys. Check out their website. Use my code FranksMedia10. Get 10% off your entire purchase, $75 or more. You get free US shipping. Check them out. They're here in the West Coast, so fast shipping if you live in the West Coast, guys. Seriously. It's like Amazon. Sometimes it's better than Amazon. I kid you not, at least for me, because I'm just one state up above. So thank you again, Deb and Michael, so much. Now, for this movie, again, this movie came out in 2013, and it along came with, in the same year, one of my favorite films, one of my favorite remakes, and that is Evil Dead 2013. That movie is a masterpiece of a film. And this film right here is one of the best, like, haunted homes. It's so intense. I just love it so damn much, guys. And James Wan, Saw is a great horror movie, and it has a iconic ending. However, for me, I think The Conjuring is his best film. And after rewatching it, I still think so. This movie, for me, has it all. It has a great cast with Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga playing as Ed and Lorraine Warren. It has Ron Livingston, who I absolutely love. He's fantastic in Office Space. And it's got Lily Taylor, who I believe is an underrated actress. She is fantastic in this movie. And she's also fantastic in a vampire film called Affliction. Check that movie out. The children acting is very good in this film as well. This movie has it all. It has suspense. It's a supernatural thriller. It seriously has it all, man. The practical effects are very good. It's very it plays with you. It plays with your mind, man. So what is The Conjuring all about, guys? Well, this movie takes place in the 1970s, and it's just a family who moves into a Rhode Island home. And it's a very nice, beautiful home with a gorgeous lot, man. And they notice, of course, something ain't right with the house, and things just ramp up with the kids, with the mom. It's freaking fantastic. And they call some demonologists, some paranormal investigators, and these are the most popular paranormal investigators of all time, and that is Ed and Lorraine Warren. They are pretty famous for having the Annabelle doll. And there's actually just recently, like a couple weeks ago, there was a death because they had to move the Annabelle doll, I believe, and apparently someone during that whole process of moving the doll, someone died. That's pretty freaking crazy. And then there's other stories about that, similar stories, someone dying because that doll is pretty freaking haunted. But backstory is they are very famous for the Amityville home. And, you know, there's, whether you believe it or not, whether that's real, that's totally up to you. I'm going to give you my honest opinion. I don't think that it's real. I think that it's just a pretty well-made story, that it plays very well story-wise, because of course they made multiple movies about it. They made a franchise about it, but the premise itself of a haunted home just speaks volumes. It's to some people on a personal level, and yeah, I don't know, like, even with all of that being said, it still is a very captivating story. And this story, told by James Wan, is fantastic, guys. So whether you believe the Warren history of them being actual paranormal investigators and all of that type of stuff, pushing it aside and just seeing and experiencing this movie itself and the story that is being told, I absolutely love it. Again, the acting is phenomenal. I love the directing by James Wan. And so, guys, highly recommend it. This movie is fantastic. It's very suspenseful. And there's some iconic moments and imagery to the horror genre that's in this film, and it kind of just brought back a lot of people back to the horror genre as well. So as you can tell, like, I absolutely love this film, and this rewatching it again just is confirming how much I love this film. And so I had to get this collector's edition from, of course, again, I stated I got this over at the movie room, but this collector's edition comes with a 4K, the Steelbook. It's the rigid case with soft touch, which reminds me of the Oppenheimer Warner Brothers release. That has a nice velvet touch. Same thing with Last Night in Soho. So this feels fabulous. No joke, guys. It feels really great to the touch. And I personally like this art design to it. This is a great moment in the film, so I think that it captures the movie itself very well. And then it comes with double-sided poster, art cards, behind the scenes character cards as well. Then there's like an 8-page Warren booklet. So I'll go over all of that here soon, but I'm going to do a little unboxing with this case, with this collector's case right here. So there it is. There is the back. As you can see, everything is all right there. These are also stickers, just to let you guys know. So these do come off. And then I'm going to pull this out very gently. The adhesive is pretty damn glued on, guys. And holy smokes, I'm just trying to not ruining anything. Okay, came off pretty well. Holy cow. Strong adhesive, guys. I'm not going to edit anything. There we go. So there it is. It all came off. And in the back, it says diabolical forces are formidable. These forces are eternal and they exist today. The fairy tale is true. The devil exists. God exists. And for us as people, our very dynasty hinges upon which one we elect to follow. And that is a quote from Ed Warren himself. So very, very cool. Again, I really like this design. Spot gloss on the title and on the lettering itself. So very cool. There's been some talks about the Steelbook itself. This is an iconic scene in the movie, so I personally like this design. The back of it is pretty basic. That is a time that's pretty important in the movie. But overall, I think, like I said, the front is pretty cool. At least I like it, but overall, I think they, maybe could have added a little bit more something to it. Again, this is a UK release, so there's the ratings, and there's no digital code, of course, here for the States, but there it is. And you take it out, and this scene is pretty badass as well with, what is it? The Exorcism of Bathesa? Or I'm mispronouncing the name. I know it starts with a B. I can't remember. I just saw the damn movie. But there it is, guys. So very, very cool. And I will talk, of course, about the Blu-ray and 4K. But again, let me do the little unboxing. And here it is. So very rigid case like that. Here is the envelope that you get with the collector's edition. And here is, so one thing I definitely do not like, and I wish this was bigger. That's for sure. And it says based on the true case files of the Warrens. This looks like a fortune cookie. I don't know why it's so small. I wish that was bigger. This comes with hide and clap game instructions. I personally think that's pretty cool, and I'm gonna play it with my girls. They're so young, they don't know what the hell it's all about. But that would be pretty fun. Here is the double-sided poster. Here it is, and both of these have been used, for theatrical posters and stuff. But this is like the main one right here, so that is pretty nice. And then this comes with, like I said, the 8-page book. Font is pretty damn small. This is very glossy, and since there's only just a couple pages, I'm going to show it to you guys right here. Of course, it just talks about the Warrens, the history of it, the movie, but like, look at this font, guys. Like, that's like Stuart Little font, so pretty damn small. I don't know how I feel about that, to be honest with you. But there it is. The Chosen One. Very clever. And that's it, guys. Wow. Yeah, that's it. Wish there was a lot more to that. Now, this has double-sided art cards right here. So I'll show you the glossy side, and it looks like the other side is more of a matte. So there we go. You can see how glossy it is. And then there is, I'm just going to go through all of them here very, very quickly. Great scenes on here as well. Like I said, I love this movie very much. So it was important to me to get a collector's edition for this film. And then here is, I'm going to flip it over. So same cards, but I'm showing you the other side. And there we go. And yeah, so again, love all of these scenes very, very much. So you get 2 for the price of 1 with these art cards. Like I said, I love the acting in this film. Lily Taylor is a scene stealer, man. I think she is the best part of this film. She is fantastic. And Vera Farmiga, hello. And Patrick Wilson. I love Patrick Wilson. Literally everyone's freaking good in this film. This is really cool. This is a picture of the kids from the real home as adults, and then the child actors who are playing them. That is pretty damn cool. And if I do say so myself, I think this is the best card in this entire little set. I don't know. I just think that that's a great little touch. And there's James Wan and Lauren right there. And of course, here's James Wan with the home, and Vera and Lauren, or Lorraine. Sorry, I meant to say Lorraine. I apologize. And there is James Wan and Vera as well. All right, guys. Now I'm going to talk about the 4K transfer and the difference between this and the Blu-ray. Right off the bat, this is an HDR10. There's no Dolby Vision. The audio is the same as the Blu-ray, so it's DTS Master 5.1. And the 4K transfer itself is just a minor upgrade in the sense of it's taken from the 2K interpositive. So so it's not like a full restoration or anything. However, that being said, right off the bat, I'm going to tell you guys that there is definitely a noticeable difference with the 4K and the Blu-ray. I do think that, again, since it's in a 4K HDR10, the black levels are a lot deeper. The colors do pop more. I do think it's a noticeable difference. And the clarity is better. It's a little bit sharper. That being said, overall, is it a major difference? No, not at all. So I'm going to say, like, if you're happy with the Blu-ray, then definitely keep it. And I think that this release is an improvement over the Blu-ray. And if you're a fan of the film, then definitely get the 4K, because for me, I know from now on, I'm going to be watching this film on 4K. It does look better. However, it's not a drastic improvement. This is a 2013 film. On the Blu-ray, it's just like the colors are a little bit more muted. Of course, it's not as sharp, the resolution and everything. But the 4K, like I just stated, it's just like the contrast, the mixing of the deep blacks with the lighting, like in the beginning of the film, when you first discover Annabelle, there's like the flashing of the lights that does seem a little bit brighter. When Ed and Lorraine are interviewing, talking with the young kids with Annabelle, the outside lights, it does seem brighter. Color differences for sure they do pop a little bit more, especially with the outside scenery during the daytime scenes. I think that the grass pops a little bit more. Even the subtleties of when you first see the family with the curtain zooming into the family when they arrive at the home, you notice that the sheet is a little bit more pink. The overall wardrobes, they pop a little bit more, but again, like the outside scenery, it does pop for sure. All of that being said, guys, it isn't like a huge improvement to the Blu-ray. That's just me being honest with you guys. I do like the overall upgrade with the 4K, but again, I have to reiterate, like, it's not like a major improvement. It's all these little things that make the viewing pleasure, viewing experience just a better overall. So I guess that's my, honest opinion with the differences between the 4K and the Blu-ray. Audio design is, like I stated, is in DTS Master 5.1, and I really do wish that this film would be in Dolby Atmos. Yes, the current audio is very nice. It's mixed very well for a 5.1. However, like, let's not kid ourselves, guys. This film would sound much better in a Dolby Atmos mix. So I was pretty disappointed that this film wasn't in Dolby Atmos, and I was expecting that for sure, especially because The Conjuring 2 is in Dolby Atmos, and that Dolby Atmos is very immersive. I absolutely love it. I mentioned the Dolby Atmos mix to Conjuring 2 multiple times in my videos that I've done on this channel. So I was expecting it to be in Dolby Atmos, but it's not. So yes, I'm disappointed that there is no Dolby Atmos. However, the 5.1 does sound good. Just wish that it did have that new immersive mix. So for special features, there's actually only 2 new special features for this release. It is Scariest of Them All, Reflections on the Conjuring. Those are the 2 new ones, and then the rest are archival, which is the same special features in this one. So that's The Conjuring, Face to Face with Fear, A Life in Demonology, and Scaring the Shit Out of You. Now, the 2 new special features, they are just 7 to 9 minutes long. The first one is just talks about the first 2 movies. So it's the director, it's the cast of those first 2 films. And yeah, it was very, very cool. At least I found it pretty enjoyable, and just some of their favorite moments. And I can't believe that it's been, 12 or 13 years since the first movie. So they kind of just reflect of that, the history. And again, just the first 2 films, not the third one. Maybe that's on purpose. And then the newest one also is Reflections on the Conjuring. That again is a brand new one with talks a little bit more about just the actors and their experience making the films, and you get to see some of the actors, the children actors too, of the first 2 films. So very enjoyable 2 new special features. So I'm glad they added it. I kind of wish there was a little bit more, again, because this film was pretty damn popular. I am glad, of course, that we got a new 4K, and there are a couple new special features. Just kind of wish there was a little bit more. Overall, I did enjoy the 4K release by Warner Brothers. I just wish, and I'm fine it not being in Dolby Vision. I thought, again, the HDR10 looked pretty good. The big swing and miss for me was it not being in Dolby Atmos. But everything else, I think it is a good upgrade from the Blu-ray to having it be in 4K. It's just, again, not a major huge improvements. But yeah, guys, so thank you for watching the video. Again, thank you to Deb and Michael over at the Movie Room so much. I greatly appreciate it. And thank you guys for watching the video. Hit the like and subscribe button. I really do appreciate it. Check out my tier memberships. Thank you to John from Let's Talk Entertainment Media, William Driver, and Insomniac. And guys, have a great one.